Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, innovating, and amazing Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Dane, the one and only Master Propaganda Heroes like Defender of the Fatherland, off you to a 1v1 here on Pachino Stalemate, here with the new patch, and using the new caster mode from tournaments, but works happily as well here for just regular YouTube casting. Everything gets a lot less cluttered and a lot more free, but still provides us with a lot of information. So, we got here Colonel Real with the 82nd Airborne in the southeast, striking forts with a lot of pathfinders. Northwest it is Theodios, fighting for the German army. Deutschland. Here with the 44th Reichsgrenadierdivision, with perhaps a bit of Luftwaffe support. He's going for Luftwaffe versus the Airborne here of Colonel Real. So we are off to the races here. As always, big hearty thanks to my patron supporters for continuing generous and wonderful support of the Propagandacast, and a big thanks to those who keep commenting and liking my videos. Subscribe immensely with the YouTube algorithms. Triple Pioneers of Grenadiers here, obviously allowing Theodosius to grab as much terrain as possible. Of course, Triple Pathfinders, the same thing. Obviously, the Pathfinders pack a bit more punch compared to the Pioneers. So we are off to the races here. We got Basil being a cat. Bit of sandbagging here. Heading northwards for the Pioneers, centrewards for the Grenadiers, and southwards for the Pioneers. You know, all directions. And again, Pathfinders here, folks, a bit more northwards. US Pathfinders basically serve the real sort of, you know, initial wave paratroopers / reconnaissance troops, like, you know, securing the major landing zones ahead of time, you know, stuff like that. Though how successful they were seems a bit less clear from what I've been able to read up on. As I mean, in case those massive airdrops still have, like, things very, very scattered. Fun fact is, the British paratroopers also had their own Pathfinders. But anyways, first shot's fired here. 30 cal out there, as we do get that weapon support center build here out of Colonel Real. Machine guns have just seen a significant increase, at least from the Allied side. Interesting enough, well, I've definitely seen some of our players go for more machine guns. A lot of them still just go for a lot of infantry or mortars. They just don't seem to be going for MG42s, ironically. Would be amusing if, like, just Allies starts banging machine guns and the Germans just go, "Nine. This is not worth it." So, who knows? But anyways, Pathfinder's got a northern victory point here, seizing it in the name of democracy. Pathfinder squad covering here. Could shift the machine gun towards here and, of course, cover the cutoff point as it makes a move on it. South side here, Pathfinder's the Pioneers. Closing in with MP40s, the machine gun pistol in the field sight. So, what will Theodosius do next is, of course, the big fun question. He goes for a mortar. Granatenwerfer, and again, it feels amusing if Germans, again, instead of going for the expected, you know, machine guns because they got buffed, go for mortars because the Allies are the ones going for the mortars. And it's worth noting they gave the American machine gun basically like a 30% reduction bonus in terms of damage, so they're fairly more tanky. Anyways, Granatenwerfer right about the corner for Theodosius. The Granatenwerfer 34. Which is a fun fact, was actually considered a heavy mortar by the Germans at the start of the war. But of course, by a later war was but more considered a medium mortar. Further south here, Pioneers is the Pathfinder squad here. Pathfinders clutch on the Pioneers. Obviously allows to contest, but at the same time allows the Pioneers to actually do damage there. And there go Pathfinder squad being hammered with the Granatenwerfer, 30 cal, keeping Theodosius Grenadiers at nice arm's length here. Up north, Grenadiers is another Pathfinder squad here. Pioneers sneaking about. 30 cal crew just getting in there. Alright, Bob, we're leaving before this whole thing collapses on us. So, what next? Medical station here for Theodosius. Up north here, Pioneers with the Pathfinders. We'll be interested to see if someone like Theodosius will go for the now buff Fallschirmjägers or not. I doubt with respect to the Fallschirm Pioneers because they didn't get buffed at all. On to take some nasty damage here. Gartinier is closing in with the flamethrowers, ready to burn out those Germans. They do got flamethrowers of their own, so. And of course, here the Pioneers have the advantage the Grenadiers can just merge with them. Vertical advance in the center machine and setting up to cover the cutoff point here as well. Pressuring there from Colonel Real. Back at base here for Theodosius, we got the Luftwaffe company. As for Colonel Real Space, we got a mech and a support center there, like their half-track here. Yes, indeed, the M16. Again, that's certainly something that's worth noting here. It seems to be an overall steady increase in our players going for M16s. and general half-tracks as well. There's again mechanized support center becoming a bit more popular because that way you don't have to spend munitions and like spend time upgrading the half-track. There you go. Americans on the cutoff point there. Baker Company of the 82nd Airborne striking in there. Further south, engineers are busy laying down mines. We got Pathfinder sneaking up there towards the west side. Theodios here and the 44th. Certainly a bit on the defensive. We got here the strafing unlocked. No LG-40s.
Get those guns ready.
Means he is going to be vulnerable here to the M16 because, I mean, can't drop in the LD-40. And he doesn't have, like, I think, any immediate easy ways of getting out accounted to it. So this does feel a bit risky there out of Theodosius. But then again, maybe Theodosius has some plans. And there you go. Paratroopers dropping in here as well. Good old airborne infantry. Theodosius with the 2-1, which did get some buffs. He's going to need the anti-tank buff on that one, the Panzerbuchse. But he's been caught with M16. Going aggressively. Will he go so close he gets Pantherfasters? No, Theodosius just retreats. Does not stick about with that one. And the 78 German forces could push a bit further forwards here. Mortar firing down here upon Colonel Real's men. 2-1 there, halfway done for Theodosius. And further south here, Pioneers are slowly pushing forwards.
They've taken our victory point. They shot my fucking helmet off.
Additional thing you can also do with this is actually see, like, you know, for example, when they, like, you know, do certain upgrades and pick abilities. Yeah, special. It's really neat. There's also this, we can, like, you know, do those things. I think it's less relevant, but, you know, I feel like these two are very nice. 2-1 there, moving up, getting the Panzerbuchse upgrade there. And up north, the American forces keep pressuring here. Could even like try and threaten the fuel point with the machine gun, which is a bit risky though, but if it pays off, it certainly put a bit of a dent into Theodosius' fuel economy. On Nightmare for doing what he can there. Fun fact, German mortar crews are noted for being quite good at their job. And even more fun fact, in Normandy, I think it was like, you know, at least half of the casualties were actually caused by mortar fire. So, I mean, mortars, they're good. Anyways, Punny's been pushed out here, 2-1 roaming about here with the Panzerbuchse ops looking to catch that American M16 there. We've got the Browning light machine guns. Bit of quality, but now we got there the Americans pushing forward again in the south here. Pioneers being shot with M16, supported by Pathfinders. Flak 30 there for Theodosius. Got the Fallschirmjäger selected. Will we actually see them airdrop down there? Will Theodosius flex his Fallschirmjäger might upon the Americans?
A victory point is under enemy control now.
We'll have to see. Pathfinders the Grenadiers, got other Pathfinders supporting, got that mortar just hard at work there, popping out those mortar rounds, flanking through Team Captain the Grenadiers, forcing Theodosius into a hasty retreat. And we can see that the map control is just switching. Oh, he actually is doing it. Actually getting support here from the 2nd Fallschirmjäger Division. Actually getting the Fallschirmjägers. Wow. Looking to see what he does with them. They did buff their overall, like, you know, damage output at close and long range. There you go, Fallschirmjägers out, and Veterans Ronson did get the officers' quarters. Again, we can check that here. Oh my. Fallschirmjägers on the move here. Not really. I mean, they did do some airdrops by that period of 1943-44. There's, for example, the airdrop to save Mussolini and his family. Those are actually 2 separate airdrops. They became increasingly around most Fallschirmjäger divisions, and Fallschirmjäger units would have more like, you know, like regular infantry, just motorized and mechanized. Black 30 engaging 30 cal crew, that Fallschirmjägers heading northwards. FD Forge was ready, could encounter the paratroopers here. We'll see how that goes. And there you go, catching the paratrooper, immediately dropping Bobby there. Lawrence take control of the squad. He keeps moving though. Eugene is down. Fred might soon fall. He's not paying attention. Oh, this is huge for the Fallschirmjägers. They're doing immense amounts of damage for the Fallschirmjäger Gewehrs. Also busy reloading them. Pioneers joining in the front here. Bashing the 82nd fuel cache up here for Colonel Real. Likely setting up something. And the center mine goes off. Slowing down the Pioneers' advance. We've got the Flak 30 supporting there. Got M16 being slammed by the Flak 30. 20mm mortar cannon fire. Raking through the armor there. Pathfinder Special Northern with the Fallschirmjägers in the south here. Grenadiers charging into 30 cal position. Well supported, the Pathfinders are not easily removed. Will Theodosius go for more Fallschirmjägers? Be the fun one. And his platforms forwards here. And there you go, Fudgemega is dropping the ambush though. Also got grenade upgrades to the utility packages. And we do get a second Fudgemega squad here dropped in for Theodosius. Wow. Pathfinder's getting ripped apart. Gurney is flanking in the south, or the center here. Germans sort of remaining in position there. Fudgemega is being slowly surrounded. Need to be careful for that. Need to be very careful. 2-1 just hanging back here. Pathfinder's being bled out. And there you go, 30 cal crew getting hammered. At least forced to be a bit more careful. Grenadiers can quickly move to merge here. In the south here, Fudgemega's dropping in. American 30 cal position, looking a bit risky here now. And we got the M16 on the move. Fudgemega spotted, immediately dealt with. Need to get the armored car down there to assist. And we got mortar pits on the way here for Colonel Real, bringing some artillery. And we got here the officers' quarters for the infantry company. Thumbs up to Theodosius. And a tank depot there now on the way for Colonel Real. Very much part and parcel of these types of builds. Pioneers going for deep flank and 30 cal. Nice. 2-1 moving in. Up north here, we got the Paratroopers now going for the Fudgemegas. They've merged, but looks like the replacement already went down. Big fresh replacement there, 30 cal moving in. Center, we got an Engie squad trying to flank in. Catching the flak crew in a bit of a top spot there. We got the mortar pit, they're definitely being a bit of a nuisance as well here. I think Theodosius will need to abandon the position of north unless to get some support in there. Further south here, 2-1 Fudgemega's pushing in. Grenadiers, Pioneers could all swing about. Pathfinders on the move there. Tank depot halfway done. In the end, he ends up having to withdraw just too much firepower there and not enough anything else nearby to support. Like, if the mortar was in range, he could have done something there, but the mortar crew was obviously busy elsewhere.
One of our strategic points is under attack.
Grenadiers, they're forced back. Oak sends a bit aggressively. Got the Fudgemegas there at the ready. Pioneers versus the M16.
You have 3 command points available.
Pathfinders there rushing to the Fudgemegas. Dropping another poor soul.
We have supplies ready to be paratrooped.
And Nortenwerfer ready. Another poor soul down there. Up north, another engagement breaking up. Pioneers being murdered here. Flak 30 hanging back. And now here, Oak sending them 16. Theodosius briefly seemed like he had the idea to like pursue and hunt it down, but decides not to. Quite a few sort of active zones in the Flak 30 on its own up north. He is a bit risky there, but Theodosius. Also, one thing worth noting about force composition right now, he's got definitely a lot more infantry. We've got 2 Grenadier Squads and the 2 Fudgemegas, and there's really only 3 Pathfinders and the Paratroopers. And obviously the Pathfinders can function as infantry, it sort of becomes as well, but and then it's not, I think, quite as smooth there. We do get another Paratrooper squad out here, and that definitely is going to help out here. Colonel Real in the center. The M16 rushes in. Oh, wow. Almost getting pantherfires. The mortar fire continue to be a threat here for the mortar pit. German mortar pits need to be careful, being counter batteried. I mean, honestly, could try and sing in some Pioneers and engage with a flamethrower or something like that. And I think he's about to do that. Meanwhile, 2-1 here, dashing in there, swinging past here. It is worth noting, of course, that Colonel Real has, like, no real anti-tank weapons, so... There you go, flamethrower Pioneers on top of that. Up north here, Pioneers flanking the 30 cal there. Theodosius having like several engagements now going, attacking several points here. He has to manage an awful lot versus Colonel Real here, but he's actually managing it fairly well, which is impressive. Up north, 30 cal, they're pushed back in the center. The assault isn't quite going as smoothly, but it's not going terribly either.
Reports of enemy movement near our victory point.
As for Colonel Real, we do have that tank depot up, but yet anything out of it. Might be cunning Sherms and some 6mm Sherms. There goes strafing run here. Catching some units and then getting shot down. That was pretty good there for Colonel Real, I guess. Sherman our army there for him. As for Theodosius, I mean, he could go for the Panzer Company here, or go for Martyrs. I suppose side tech. Go for Stoogs, Pax. We'll have to see. But he is notably a bit short there in heavy anti-tank weapons and the Panzerfaust to deal with it, well, the anti-tank armored car. And obviously in the actual Panzerfaust was a really powerful weapon versus tank, to the point again, like, you know, Allied tank crews would have, you know, nightmares about Panzerfaust after watching, you know, crewmates and other tanks getting blown apart by them, so, you know. While the in-game Panzerfaust might make them appeal a bit whiffy, in the actual they were quite potent.
M4A1 Sherman deploying.
Also fairly flexible, which I think is even less discussed about Panzerfausts. Glenn needs a bit of trouble here. M30 cal, the M16 going at it. Flak 30 hanging back there with its 20mm autocannon, ready to blast anyone trying to get too close. Cut-off point hit further, severing their Theodios' full economy, and we do get that Panzer Company.
A strategic point is being claimed.
Sherman on the move here. Can of course consider upgunning them down the road. Whether or not he does that is another matter entirely. I mean, so far we haven't seen any sign of that.
Enemy movement near victory point.
Like post the paratroopers, 2-1 joining in there. Further south, Sherman's going to go for flank here. I think that's a pretty solid setup.
Is under enemy control now.
I might want to add the 50 cal there to it. Northeast German forces try and deal with an American excursion there.
Enemy at 250 points.
And managing it somewhat successfully. Smoke they're being used to cover the assault. Thumbs up to Theodosius. My god, it's smoke! Is it Marlboro? No, you idiot.
A munitions point is being attacked.
North their path, preparators push back. Here's Theodosius' assault can should roll things up. They've got minesweepers out there, and engineers just laying down mines. Got the center, 400 versus 241. Definitely a bit of a gap there in terms of victory points. But Theodosius did lose a grenadier squad. Oh, he got Jaegers out. So he just transferred them out. Interesting. Seemed like the reporter got killed. Maybe that's a bit of a bug here with the system, I don't know. Anyways, in the center, Pathfinder trouble, 30 cal in trouble. Jaegers advancing here. Your Panzer Company is up. Could go for a Panzer 4 here soon enough. You could also go for some Stars to them, but I think the tank is probably a bit of a higher priority right now for Theodosius and the German army. Meanwhile, another push on the cutoff point. Air reconnaissance, of course, singling out the positions, giving some ideas how to maybe engage with it. Got the Jaegers with that Panzer straight with Raketen Panzerbuchse. Cal they're dealing with engineers. Pathfinder being pushed back with the grenadiers here. So many engagements like just going on at the same time here across this map. Really well handled by both players, honestly. And Flak 30 there, gaining the crew there of the Grasshopper, shooting it down. Not the Germans had their own version of this, but for some reason they just insisted that only the Americans get that the Germans just have to make use of Stukas. I don't know why. But anyways, Fudgemakers advancing here. Big push here, support with the armored car. Overcoming the paratroopers there with some well-executed attacks there. Will Connell will just consider getting his own mortar shot, but that would mean having to go for the barracks, and I guess he's not too keen on that. As for Theodosius, I mean, he could eventually, like, maybe consider just going for, like, a second mortar, get a little mortar battery going. There you go, Panzer IV Theodosius, even just got manpower to spare for, say, some Starstormen. Or a mortar. Or more Fallschirmjägers. I mean, who knows? Meanwhile, Colonel Wheeler bringing 105 with Sherman ready to deal with all that Kraut infantry. Paratroopers advancing here, pushing through the battered streets of Pachino. Mortar fire, they're raining down death from above here. Fallschirmjägers on the move, up north here. Fallschirmjägers, now comes the paratroopers, or Pathfinders here. Pentafor's almost done. In the center, though, the fight continues. The duel of mines. German troops kind of win it here, but the Sherman is proving a bit of a problem there. Of course, for Colonel Real, with Patrick teams on the way, improvised armor would be a very good upgrade if he hasn't gone for it, but he hasn't, as that would, of course, negate some of the damage that Patrick actually does. So there's a bit of advice there. Pathfinder's bring up Panther 4 moving in as well. They're heading southwards on its own, though. And we do get stars from here for Theodosius. 2 thumbs up. Stars to open. Wait for the cutoff. North here, Fallschirmjägers hunting out. They're defending the point. And then having themselves a nice little break as well in the process. Pathfinder squad here could go down. Would certainly be a bit uncomfortable here for Colonel Real. And we got the Panzer Officer Quad as well there. Starstorm setting out with the MG42 and the G43s. Heavily equipped and of course laden with grenades as well. And now we got a bigger engagement rolling up in the center here. Unfortunately, the Starstorm leading the way were also forced away there. But without suffering any casualties, you can heal them up pretty quickly.
Victory point now under enemy control.
Smoke being deployed here by the Sherman. Thumbs up there. I mean, you can see here, this basically leaves Theodosius with two options. I mean, either he pushes in and then closer to the enemy guns, or he withdraws. Because again, like, you know, the smoke just makes any sort of fight for him a lot less effective. So I think here, Theodosius just backing off from this engagement is fairly smart. Further south, the M16 getting the Grenadiers here. Further up north here, Pathfinder to the Fudgemakers, 30 cal supporting, 2-1, not really doing too much there.
Reports of enemy movement near our victory point. Infantry, get to cover.
Jaegers there advancing out in the open though, becoming easy targets there for American guns. There goes Sherman and M16 here flanking in there for the M60 definitely draws the fire there. They could allow the Sherman to do more. Oh, never mind. Well, actually, that was supremely lucky. The mine got set off. But we got the Pioneers of the Flamethrower whacked. And this match is seeing a lot of like things going back and forth quickly. Pathfinder sees the Flamethrower here, but can they make it out of this? The Flak 30 just vomits down hot explosives at them. Further up north in another attempt here is slowly moving out there in the favor of Colonel Real. As the Fudgemakers were pushed back. Fudgemakers, Starstorm on the move here. Pathfinder's reinforcing. They're going the center here, Paratroopers being mauled. Black crew actually reaching veteran the that is definitely very good there. Get some nice bonuses there. I can actually show that now because I won't be able to. I won't be spoiling like, you know, the length of the match. You can see like, you know, damage reduction, deflection damage, meaning it basically like it even doesn't penetrate. It actually deals some light damage to armor and tanks, which is kind of cheeky with that like hard weapon fire. Maybe also got just it just does more damage. We still haven't seen any upgrades by there for Colonel Real out of the Mechanized Support Center. 30 cals advancing here from the north, pushing pressure in there, but again the fight is in the center here, where they probably could be doing a bit more versus Theodosius. Another Sherman there for Colonel Real. Sherman's about to get knocked out here. No shot bounds, shot bounds. Smoke deployed here to try and save the day, but it's not enough. Unpunctured on the flank, and there you go. Pantherful gets it. It was the 2-1. Either way, that Sherman is done. Kaputt. Amerikanische Panzerkampfwagen kaputt. Ja, we saw it, Jürgen. We saw it. Another Sherman out here to replace the one that just got knocked out. Bit of a hit there. Got macro from Colonel Real against Theodosius. Victory points wise. He's definitely still applying pressure here, but in other ways, he's definitely applying some heavy pressure on the economy, manpower wise, of Colonel Real. Like, and there's definitely a bit of discrepancy in terms of kills. Back comes the paratroopers here. Also armor kills wise. Bargemen, they're rolling in. Quickly forced back here. 30 just holding back here, having a nice time.
MG waiting on you. Sherman reporting.
Another Pantherful for Theodosius. Thumbs up.
Enemy movement near victory point.
Good shooting there. Jaeger sneaking about. Good shooting there. Stossman's in a bit of trouble here. Nice shooting there from the Pantherful of XNT2. Another good shot here. Pantherful's definitely giving him a hard time again. The lack of upgrades for Colonel Real definitely means the Shermans could be doing more, but aren't. Got the M16. That's definitely also going to be a bit helpful there for Theodosius' air support. He does use more of it. And he's charging in the 2-1 here. Trying to get a bit of lucky shot on this Sherman. Instead, he takes a hell of a hit down his armored car, but does manage to, I think, escape with it. I mean, it's super unhealthy. And the Panther Force seems to struggle a bit with his pathing. Does feel like there's been a bit more issues with pathing after this patch. North 30 cal pushback, range chopping. Oh, so many engagements. It's a bit tricky to keep track of it all here. I mean, both players are doing, I'd say, fairly good job again just managing all these various fights. Also, Theodios at this point might be worth considering investing in some armored side skirts to improve his Panther Force protection. 30, I think, not hurt. Heading south to the Panzer IV. Colonel Real there, a bit on the back foot for the time being.
Defend our victory point. We're losing.
And we're soon going to have here triple cap possibly here from Theodios on to Colonel Real and the USF and Airborne.
They've taken our victory point. That's the signal. We're going in.
Got an airdrop going in there. Starstorm in the center. Dropping in the anti-tank gun. Machine gun command on the way to the upgrade for the Panther 4. Thumbs up. Up north, you can see an attempt to push through there to grab northern victory point. At this point, I think Colonel Real is definitely focusing more and more just on victory points when the fight. And we got a rocket strike also lined up here. In the center, Starstorm in trouble here. But there's plenty of support for them, so a counterattack here from Colonel Real may not go quite as smoothly. And there you go, Panther Force with the armored side skirts, thumbs up. Comparatively, again, we haven't seen like any similar upgrades here out of Colonel Real. Starstorm getting more. We got a second charge here on the Flak 30, taking out the armored car as well. That was quite the explosion there. Starstorm almost getting wiped here. But the 105 Sherman is in trouble as well. We got the anti-tank supporting fire there. Should pop the armor piercing rounds. Engineers wiped out. Heavy loss there for Colonel Real. Sherman 105 there getting knocked out as well there. Does pop the armor piercing rounds, but a bit too late now. Getting flanked, and we got the Starstorm onset flank here. Sherman in trouble. The armored fist of the father and moves in, takes out the Sherman. This is devastating here. 82nd Airborne is suffering significant casualties now. The armored fist of Deutschland is tearing them apart. The machine guns are dropping here. There's a pretty significant win here for the Germans. That really just tore the stuffing out of the Americans, I think. They lost so much in a short amount of time. All their armor, support weapons, infantry. And in comparison, they took out armored car. I mean, they did wipe the Flak 30, but that can recruit. And we started Veteran 2-1. This is not looking ideal here for Colonel Real at all. And again, note there, 33 versus 76. Bit of a gap now. Bit of a gap. You got a charge here. Oh! Did a bit of damage there. And there you go, Fallschirmjägers. Putting it in there to the Pathfinders. Another blow here to Colonel Real. Another victory for this Schwarzland. We got Jägers here with a 30 cal and a Panzerschreck. Then becoming significantly more flexible infantry.
Reports of enemy movement near our victory point.
Continue advancing with the Panther Force, 1 ace level, 1 Veteran 2. Another wipe here. This is starting to look like GG of Colonel Real.
Now under enemy control.
I mean, it's not so much I would say it failed him, it's just more he didn't really utilize it. I mean, again, we didn't see any upgun Shermans, we didn't see the improvised armor. I feel like it could have been used, I think, better there by Colonel Real. Still, I think it was an interesting fight there. Make good use of the Fallschirmjägers. Certainly haven't quite had much success with them. Certainly, I think, indicates to me that I'm probably needing to work a bit more on them. I think the mortar there was definitely an interesting choice. Again, highlights just, again, they might be trying to push Wehrmacht MG42s, but the way they also pushed all the Allied machine guns just kind of pushes Wehrmacht mortars more in return. Of course, I think that could have been one way, he could have done well, is just go for a regular mortar of his own and just, get to the airburst shells. Also, maybe just consider some more paratroopers, as I think 2 was just not enough. against all the stuff that eventually, like, you know, Theodios just worked his way towards. But the Fudge Makers, they definitely felt like they did something. So, and of course that Flak 30 was also I think, immensely successful tool there. So, there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. You'll learn something from it. If you subscribe, like, share, comment. If this is improving, cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another episode. Bye, everyone.